How many times have you seen some professional athlete or some actor be outspoken, it's always left wing, about politics, and you said to yourself, or maybe you said to a friend, oh, no one cares what he thinks. Oh, who cares what some actor thinks? No one cares about what the sports guys think. That's not true. People do care. These people, you can argue, obviously, that they shouldn't be lifted to the position they are in our society, but you can argue all you want. They are lifted to that position. When LeBron James says something stupid, which he does quite often, people do listen. Millions and millions and millions of people do listen. And I was thinking about this earlier. I just can't get it out of my head, and I'm going to ask Steve Deace about this next. Do you remember how funny commercials used to be? I'm not doing this grandpa back in my day thing, but especially sports commercials. You watch a football game, how great the commercials used to be. The stupid Budweiser frogs, the Terry Tate commercial where he's an office linebacker wiping people out. FedEx used to have the funniest commercials on television. You would sit down, and when the commercials came on, yes, you would see a product advertisement, but you would be entertained. Today, it's either Big Pharma or Tranny Lives Matter. It's all that crap. Why? Because the communists understood that entertainment matters. Sports mattered. That's why they ruined it. That's why all these athletes are commie scum now, all of them. The U.S. women's national team for soccer, I had to explain to my sons, even though we obviously don't watch a lot of women's soccer in the house, because who would? But the women's soccer team was still very, very popular in this country like 15 minutes ago. They were America's sweethearts. Oh, look at all the cute girls playing soccer, winning it all. We love them. Everyone had a high opinion of U.S. women's soccer. Today, at least half the country hates their guts. Why? Well, here's Megan Rapinoe.
The moments kneeling were difficult for you.
Yeah, it was. It was just
of people's
heavy.
reaction, or
a little bit, yeah. Obviously, knowing, especially after the first time that I did it, knowing how angry people were. But it also, it was difficult and heavy, but I had this immense sense of pride and responsibility in doing that. So I think that's where the strength of doing it a number of times came from.
Our athletes are all leftist activists now. That's really what matters to them. Our society, our culture has rotted to the point where that's what's incentivized. And so now that's what they prioritize above all. Megan Rapinoe is a champion. She just blew the game, got eliminated from the World Cup. What's she most proud of? This is what she had to say.
But when you reflect on the impact you've made on this team, is there a memory that stands out to you right now in this moment? Oh,
I mean, probably equal pay chance.
Equal pay chance. All those young girls watching, soccer players. How many young soccer players, women, are watching this show right now? How many watch her? And you aspire to maybe be on the women's national team, maybe go to college on a scholarship one day, win a championship, looking up to her. What's she gonna say? Greatest part was when I whined about having equal pay, even though we don't bring in the same money the men's team does. That's what America's entertainment and sports have become. They were infected and taken over because once again, we didn't conserve it. We called ourselves conservatives for so long, but we conserved nothing. We failed to conserve any of our cultural institutions. And while we were complaining that nobody cared what the athlete thinks, no one cares what the actor thinks, the communists were looking and they were understanding, oh, people very much do care what the actor and athlete thinks. Let's go take it over. You want to watch our special on George Washington? It's freaking awesome. Well, you can. All you have to do is become a First TV supporter. That gives you access to all of our specials on demand, and it's cake. All you have to go to is thefirsttv.com/support. Thefirsttv.com/support. Become a supporter. Enjoy learning about George Washington.